third eye with coconut meditation, coconut mystery of third eye activation. Hello, my wonderful people. You are once again welcome to this space of ours, a platform I have created for us to understand that we are in apostolic and prophetic era based on the mandate that God has given to me, in the era where our mind need to be awakened to take over the dominion mandate that God has given us on the earth, where He created man in the Garden of Eden and breathed His energy and strength in him, saying the man should go into the world, dominate, subdue, and replenish it. And in that dominion mandate, his energy that is breathed in us simply signifies that we have the capacity, the vibration, the ability to continue the creation. And in this mandate, God made open my eyes to realize who we are, that so long as human being is concerned, we are mortal God on earth. And that's why Bible says in Psalm 82 verse 6, we are gods. All of us are children of Most High, and Jesus emphasizes again in John 10 verse 34, we are gods. And you know one thing about God, gods know everything. They can do all things, and this is why we pray strategic prayers on this channel. And in this channel, we learn how to use every natural things that God has created and convert them to supernatural use and use it to get results, based on the fact that God also explained this explicitly to me, that He can't even do much on earth without cooperation of what He created. And He used Jesus, His Son, as an example to me, that the first miracle of Jesus with other subsequent miracle, that the water did not fall from heaven. It was water that is already existing in the earth, and with some vessels like pan and other things that is already in this earth that was brought forth, and then He now converted that water into wine. And to go further in the Old Testament, He also showed me in the Old Testament, according to Exodus chapter 3, where He called Moses, who also we can regard as Jesus of the Old Testament, because he came also as a savior and deliverer to his people. That before he was able to use Moses, he asked him, what is it that you have in your hand? And it was that shepherd stick that even got from Egypt that he had, that God used to deliver the children of Israelites. And by God's grace, in this channel, we are raising group of deliverers, because in the book of Obadiah 1 from 17 down, after the Bible says that in Mount Zion there shall be deliverance and there shall be holiness, the house of Jacob shall possess their possession, he also mentioned the fact that saviors shall come out of Mount Zion and they shall judge Mount Esau. So in this channel, we believe that God is raising us to become saviors of our generation, saviors of our family, and saviors of the entire world. So if all these variables resonate with you, why not subscribe to this channel if you have not done so? Please always give thumbs up to the video so it will be shifted to other people that need it, because a lot of people need this liberation. And if this is the very first time you're landing in this channel, you're highly welcome. In this channel, I discuss basically three things: health, safety, and spirituality. For my returning subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you for always stopping by. May God bless you. So without wasting time, I am going to be showing you the mystery of how you will open your third eye, because everybody has third eye, and why your third eye needs to be opened, and how you go about it, and the do's and don'ts with it. So let's go straight to the video. You see, every one of us have third eye located at our pineal gland, which is in between this our eyelids. And believe me, it is the will of God that we will always serve Him with our eyes of understanding being open. Because if you go to Ephesians 1 verse 18, he said, I pray for you, that was St. Paul praying for the disciple, that the eyes of your understanding will be enlightened, so as to understand the hope of his calling. But there is one thing you should know about opening of the eyes. Don't convert yourself to prophet if you are not one. Don't convert yourself to a seer if you are not one. By maybe because God has started showing you things concerning other people that are around you, you now begin to maybe tax them for money and begin to collect, so that you will not experience what the sons of Sceva experienced. Paul, I know; Jesus, I know. Who are you? The reason is that those that are specially called to become a deliverer, prophets, seers, and all those, one way or the other, they are backed by special spiritual protection and energy. That is why no matter how they confront some evil powers in the journey of their lives, they will not be a victim. That is number one. Number two is this: let it not lead you to speedily go and open a church and begin to call yourself a pastor because you see. And number three is this: wisdom is the principal thing. Sometimes God will show you something, not for you to go and fight anybody, but for you to take informed decision. Like if you see where we read, you see that the eyes of our understanding will open to know the hope of our calling, so that you will also understand why you are called and not make mistake. One of the reasons why most of us has fallen into the hand of wrong prophet is because we are actually looking for where they will prophesy to us, and in the process you meet a false prophet or meet ministers that are using other powers, and they start initiating you to something you don't know. But when you can see things by yourself, there is limit to what anybody can do wrongly to you. And again, there are people that have this as a gift. In fact, they are called to be prophets, they are called to be a kind of seers, they are called to be a kind of apostles and deliverers, but because devil have succeeded in manipulating them, this gift is lost. So by God's grace, after you watch this video today, it will be recovered. And again, if you go to the book of Matthew chapter 13 verses, you see God saying that, but blessed are your eyes because they see, and your ears because they hear. In that place, that passage is not explicitly talking about these optical eyes or physical eyes we are seeing. It is actually mentioning about the third eye, because it touched the concept of spiritual understanding, discernment, and perceiving things beyond physical realm. So opening of your spiritual eyes is just like perceiving things beyond physical understanding. All these parts of the body is interconnected. In other words, the pineal gland is connected to your ear, connected to every other part of your body, and you will notice that once you activate it, you become highly sensitive, that your physical ear, you begin to also hear if you are highly sensitive. And again, I want to tell you this: spirituality is a lifestyle. If you do it once, it didn't work, give it time and try to do it again. If it didn't work, when you try the third time, leave it. Know that your guardian angel, the Almighty God, the universe, has not agreed to your request, probably because you are still immature to understand the things of the spirit or to withstand some things you'll be seeing. And then maybe in future, if it is the will of God, it will come. Maybe your level of a kind of Christianity and maturity have not reached. It happened that I have said it one word, that there was a ministry I used to be, and then it happened that in that ministry suddenly something happened. I lost my phone. Then the children of the overseer of that ministry, I will call her a major prophet. That woman is too much, she's great. They gathered and started gossiping that God is punishing me, that is why I lost my phone. There are certain commitments and not meeting up and so on and so forth. They said it in their house, I wasn't there. But one morning, early morning, I wake up like around 3 that I normally have my quiet time. It was as if the whole thing was playing for me. I had it as if me and them were there, they were discussing that. From that moment, I made up my mind that my leg will not cross in that ministry. I say, if I perish like Esther, I perish. If God will not save me, I go nowhere. I never knew that was a process of my separation. There a time come that God said, separate Barnabas and Paul for me. So it was a time of separation for me to start my own ministry, because to an extent the ministry of this woman is not like working with nature like mine. So that was from that day I stopped, and then decided to build a personal heart and start communicating with God, and God started revealing mystery to me with other people that come along like destiny helper that started confirming my ministry. So what am I saying? The woman now called me severally. What is happening? Why are you not coming to the ministry again? I say, Mommy, I'm done. I don't want to come again. And the woman, severally I will see the woman in the dream. The woman will stand and before my face. I say, this is not how we're supposed to do. Even if you're leaving the ministry, you should tell me why you're leaving this, and I will push her out and move my way. So at a time, she have to send the daughter to come and find out why I left. After much persuasion, I told her up and plain that look at the things you people were seeing, and I don't like it. I don't want anything about bad energy. So it's better I stay in my house and worship my God. They were amazed and dazed that I had it. So what am I saying? One of the things you get when your eyes is open, it will activate every part of your body, that you become highly sensitive to spiritual signal. So So now that thing, they were like paralyzed, they were like begging. I say, no, I'm not angry with you people, but this is just a sign that I am done with your ministry, because each time I'll come there, the Bible said if my hand will cause me to sin, I better cut it off. When I remember that, and I'll feel bad. Unfortunately enough, immediately I separated from that ministry, it didn't even take a kind of a month. God replaced those phones that lost with two phones. One of the phones I'm still using now. So what am I telling you? God may be showing you things for you to use your wisdom to act, and not for you to go and confront and fight anybody. So having said that, let's go straight to how are you going to open your third eyes. Number one thing you need is coconut. You see, coconut is not ordinary. This is not the only thing that opens third eye, but this is like ultimate item. You see, this third eye of a coconut, it means something. The two that is at equal range is simply the optical eyes here. See, that's why evil people, witchcraft people, if they want to manipulate somebody's eye to start having problem, this is one of the things they do. But I don't teach evil in this channel, by God grace. Why this one that is on top, that is standing alone, that form the triangle, is actually the spiritual eyes. Like I told you that everything that God created have spiritual purpose. One of the spiritual benefits of this coconut is that you can use it to activate your spiritual eyes. That is the first thing you need. The second thing you need is, of course, you need a sharp object in order to open it and get out of the water, because the water is the ultimate item you're going to be needing. The third thing you need is, one, either it is rainwater from the height or deep, or you get well water or sea water, any one that you have. If you don't have rainwater, then get water that you have exposed under the morning dew overnight. So that's another way to get moon water that is outside throughout the night. So this is the only 4 water that we do this work. Then the next item you need is actually just 4 leaves of miracle leaf. I don't need to say much about miracle leaf anymore. I will paste the video in this particular video for you to know more about it, because it will make this video longer. So now you get these 4 leaves of the miracle leaf. Now, having gotten all these items, the next thing you need is either a pan, a bowl, a basin. Let it not be black, any type of basin, whether rubber, breakable, stainless you have, where you are going to pour that particular water. Now, what are you going to do? You also need coconut oil, but it's expected that you exploit this coconut oil from this coconut if you know how to make it. But if you don't know how to make it, you can actually just buy coconut oil. Now, when you go to the point of purchase of this coconut, if you are going to be buying it, please don't price it. Just ask the seller how much is the last price of this coconut. Whatever is, pay the money and go, and then collect this coconut. Then if you are the one to get it from the tree, that will be the best. When you are getting it from the tree, don't allow it to fall on the ground. And even when you are removing the outer back, please place it on a kind of bench so that it will not touch the ground. That one is the most effective one. So now, having gotten all this item, when you are going to do this work is in the night between 9 to 12 midnight, anytime that is convenient to you. Then you pray on it and say, oh God, the creator of the universe, that I know that you are the one that said in Ephesians 1 verse 18 that I pray that my eyes of understanding will be enlightened in order for me to understand the hope of my calling. That today I wish to pray that may my spiritual eyes be open, that I want to see things before they happen. I want to see the plans of the enemy in order to know how to avoid the target of the enemy. I am not doing this to turn myself to what you have not called me to be. I am not also doing it in order to fight anybody, because I understand we don't fight against flesh and blood. There's a place that Bible says, table your case and present your strong reasons. When you present your strong reason and it is cogent enough, God will do it for you immediately. So now, when you have finished prayers, the first thing you are going to do is get this miracle leaf. This work is not a day work. To open your spiritual eyes is not an easy work. One of the things it will also do for you is that if you have been forgetting your dream, it will start from you remembering your dream, hearing messages, and then you start seeing. Sometimes you even see in the daytime, and so on and so forth. So you now get your 4 miracle leaf, then pour water, like this quantity of water, inside this particular pan. After you have washed the pan very well, make sure that it's neat, and you have used salt and water to wash the miracle leaf, and soak it overnight. Then in the next night, That's it, has soaked for 24 hours. Let's say you did it night today, in the night of tomorrow, then use your sharp object. Remember that I've told you time with that number, once you break a coconut, you have dismantled the spirituality. So you open this place. This place is normally very soft. The third eye, open it deep and then get out the water and add it in this miracle leaf water. Then when you have added it, keep it aside and then use this coconut and pray and say, God, that as it is a mystery how nobody can know how water enters this coconut, let it be a mystery how my third eye will be activated. I will begin to see beyond physical. That as I have opened this particular third eye to get out this water, so shall whatever that is covering my third eye be open from today, that I will begin to see beyond physical. That so long as nobody can explain the depth of water or the height of rainwater, the depth of seawater, that's why you need this to what everything is energy. That so shall there be no limit to the depth of the things I will begin to see and the mysteries that is in this world. Then when you have prayed that prayer very well, then get something, probably like any strong wood, maybe your pistol if you have one, and break this coconut. As you are breaking, you are praying that I am breaking out every form of resistance, every obstacles that will make my third eye not to be open. I am breaking it out. So when you have break it and this coconut has broken, remove the flesh. Then when you remove the flesh, carry this particular shell and throw it away. As you are throwing, declare that you are throwing away anything that is obstacle, hindrances that will make me not to see, that I throw it away. Carry the flesh. If you know how to process coconut oil, use it to process. But if you don't have, eat your coconut. As you are eating it, be praying and say, God, as I eat this, that I am eating it as a communion, that let there be a change and transformation in my life, as it is a mystery how coconut generated water from the herbs. That is how it is a mystery how everything that is causing resistance in my life be destroyed. You can eat as much as you had that day. You may not even finish it that day. You keep the rest of the flesh. Then get coconut oil. That's second day. Let's assume you have used it to process coconut oil, or you have to get coconut oil everywhere. Put your hand inside oil and begin to massage. Still around that 9 p.m. Begin to massage this place, declaring that today, as I anoint this face, as it is a mystery how nobody understand how water enter coconut, that is how it will be a mystery how this my third eye will open and begin to see beyond physical. You pray very well. Then on the third day, so it is going to take you 3 days. On the third day, which is in the morning, no longer in the night, early in the morning, once you see early morning sun around that kind 7, then carry this water now and go outside, removing all this miracle leaf. Remember that this miracle leaf, we are still inside. If you have a place you planted miracle leaf, like I've encouraged you to plant it as ornamental leaf, go and keep it at the back of it. If you don't have a miracle leaf inside your room, you can keep it anywhere that is safe, maybe under your bed, anywhere. That is where you store this water till that day, third day. So that third day in the morning, you now put your right hand and pray and say, God, as it is a mystery how nobody will understand how water enter coconut, that today as I begin to wash my face with this water, let it be a mystery how nobody will understand how I'll begin to see beyond physical, that from east to west, north and south, let me see. That 4 miracle represent east to west, north and south, that you will begin to direct my life. I will no longer make error. I will live right and do things right. And then, so when you have prayed that prayer very well, you now pour out the water small and begin to use it to wash your face. You are going to wash your face for the next 4 days, making the total work to be 7 days. So that early morning, make sure you are not washing inside. You wash out and keep this water. The second day, you wash out and keep this water. The third day, you wash out, and the fourth day, you finish it. By God's grace, you will notice that as soon as you start that face washing, if you are the one that is forgetting dream, you start remembering your dream. If you are the one that don't dream at all, you start dreaming. If you are the one that doesn't even hear, you start hearing God audibly, and then you will start seeing things gradually. Especially if you have the gift, you will see that from that first day you have already started seeing, and then gradually it will start gradually, depending on your maturity, how you handle. Because sometimes I tell you that before God do something for us, He tests us. So He will test you with one information to see how you handle it, because there are some information that is completely secret to you, and then maybe you go and divulge it out. God will not show you more. So, but when you start handling it very well, you see that you begin to see more. Then from time to time, always anoint that your pineal gland using your right middle finger. I've taught you the mystery of fingers, and that this right middle finger connects it to divine, connects it to God directly. I pinned that video in this particular video for you to know more. So from time to time, get that your coconut oil and continue to anoint there, emphasizing that, oh God, the creator of the universe, that may He open your spiritual eyes, that you want to see things before they happen, you want to see beyond physical. That as it is a mystery, how nobody can understand how water enter coconut. Let it be a mystery how you begin to see beyond physical, see things before they happen to His own glory. Most of the times when you are going to sleep in the night, you do it early in the morning before you talk to anyone, you do it. Before you know it, your third eyes will be completely open. There will not be limited information you'll be getting, especially if you are gifted. So with this, I've actually come to the end of today's video, believing that somebody has actually found value. If you're one of those, why not give this video a thumbs up? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Hit the bell notification so as to get my next upload comment on this video. Share this video and share it to everyone. I shall be helping a lot of people. As you do so, may God bless you. Honor you, cause it to ride upon the high place of this. Still your lady Jenny saying